Hi, I'm Matt from Profit Protector Pro, and in this session what I'm going to do is a in-depth feature walkthrough of our repricing tool, Profit Protector Pro. So for starters, I'm going to explain what a repricing tool is, in particular what our repricing tool is, give you a little bit of history. Then I'm going to walk through all of the features that Profit Protector Pro has to help you and your Amazon business with the entirety of the repricing process. So if you are familiar with setting your prices on Amazon when it comes to actually selling and stuff, you'll know how much of a task manually setting your prices is. Even if you only have, say, like a dozen products and you change your prices for all of them, by the time you've gotten to the bottom of that list, you'll be changing the one at the top again and working your way down over and over and over and over and over, because things change on Amazon so frequently. When can you ever truly clock off? When can you ever truly, catch a price in time to secure the buy box and actually work to make money? Amazon does have a repricing tool, but it's very, very basic. And it's just not going to help you when it comes to price tanking and helping take weight off your shoulders when it comes to automated repricing. So this is why you need a repricing tool like Profit Protector Pro. And what sets Profit Protector Pro apart from lots of other repricing tools is the fact that its key interest is securing you the buy box more often, therefore making you more sales and increasing your profits. It proactively works to make you more money. The key fundamental thing about Profit Protector Pro is that it automates the entire repricing process. So once you've set up your items for repricing, that's it. That is done. Profit Protector Pro will literally do the rest for you. So that's a massive weight off of your shoulders. And as I say, it will then work to increase your sales and your profits. So Profit Protector Pro has been around since 2020, so it's been around for a good few years now. Very well established. Lots of people use it, love it, and people who have used it, who I've introduced to the tool, have come back and they've told me how much it's helped their business. I absolutely love hearing it. If that is you as well, then I'd absolutely love to hear how much it's helping you. So what I'm going to do now is basically walk you through the software. So Profit Protector Pro, one of the crowning jewels of the software that everyone loves it for is the repricing strategy. So I think that's the best place to start, and then we're going to come to the rest of the features that we're looking at right there. So Profit Protector Pro has got a whole host of pre-built strategies that you can choose from, a mixture of algorithmic and rule-based. So the algorithmic ones have got an artificial intelligence behind them, and actually Profit Protector Pro was the first repricing tool to incorporate AI in such a way into things like the strategies, for example. Other repricers at the time of recording this have kind of only just started to catch on to that. But Profit Protector Pro has been doing this since the start and doing it really, really well. So it's a really good artificial intelligence system that adapts, learns, and makes very clever repricing decisions all for you. So there's a variety of repricing strategies on here. There's rule-based ones that you may be used to if you've used Amazon already. So things like match buy box, penny under, penny over, match low price. They do exactly what they say on the tin. They just follow a very simple function. So very good if you've got a very simplistic goal and repricing purpose for your product. Now these other these other strategies come in really useful if you want that flexibility and you want that Profit Protector Pro power on your listings. So you've got a mixture. You've got some aggressive strategies which are very sales focused, very competitive, very reactive, determined to win you that buy box. And once they win the buy box, they'll then work and do little bumps to move your price up. So as you in this section click on any strategy, it'll give you a description of how exactly they work. So basically this just reiterates what I've said there. You've got some more profit-focused passive strategies. So ones whereby if you're happy to wait for the buy box or you've got a quieter listing, you set these on it and it waits for the buy box to fall to you. It's kind of like a Venus flytrap. Once it does, it has a iron grip on that buy box. And then these are the ones that will make bigger jumps and are more likely to help you achieve your max price. Any strategy that you set, any of the algorithmic ones, the AI ones, they will achieve your max if they can, but you will find that the chances are higher with a profit-focused one. But again, it's if the listing suits. And if you want a bit of the best of both worlds, or you want something that is just as sales focused as it is profit focused, there are some balanced strategies. And this one here, for example, this balance sales accumulator, this really does embody the power of the artificial intelligence behind these strategies, because this strategy's main sort of like game plan is to match the buy box, and if that doesn't prove to be the most fruitful method on that listing, it then switches up the stance to undercut your key competitors on the listing to try and win the buy box that way. So as I say, they adapt, they learn. The longer that you keep a strategy on a listing for, the more it learns. It will look at things like other people's stock levels, their fulfillment methods, prices, patterns, how the buy box was lost if it does get lost, and then it will work to, you know, avoid that mistake the next time. So it's really, really clever stuff. There's FBA pioneered ones, there's ones built purely for merchant fulfilled, and there's even one for used goods and books. And what this one will do is take into account used conditions as well and compete for that used buy box. So there literally is a strategy for every sort of scenario in here and all manner of goals. So that is the real crowning jewel of Profit Protector Pro. And setting them is really simple. You have your inventory in Profit Protector Pro right here. So you can link up your Amazon Seller Central account when you get your Profit Protector Pro account open. It will then sync through all of your inventory. And then it's really simple. All you need to do is set a minimum price, maximum price. These are the parameters that Profit Protector Pro will reprice between. It will never, ever, ever exceed them or go outside of them. And then you have your repricing strategy. So it needs the min, max, and repricing strategy. So you got the parameters and how it's going to reprice between the two. So this is how the repricing page looks. This is how the inventory page looks. So all you need to do, min, max strategy, turn the item on for repricing, and it will do it. Now let's go into some of the different aspects of this page. So you can enter in the buy price. If you're working with a different VAT rate, you can have that in there, and that's going to be the VAT rate that it uses. You can delete the item from Profit Protector Pro, mark it as a favorite. Open up a history tab, which will tell you everything that's happened on this particular listing, repricing wise, every action that's been manually done. If you change the minimum price, every repricing action. There's even an option to ignore merchants. So on this listing, if you want to Profit Protector Pro to completely ignore a merchant, you don't want it to compete with them whatsoever, all you need to do is take the seller ID and you can add them in here and it will ignore that merchant. You've got an Analyze with BuyBox Pro button here. So if you happen to have BuyBox Pro, our deal analysis tool, it works really well hand in hand with Profit Protector Pro. So if you tap Analyze with BuyBox Pro, it'll open up an Amazon page with this product and you can do a quick reanalysis with BuyBox Pro. You can obviously see if it's FBA, FBM, retail, for if your buy price is inclusive of VAT, in which case you enter that in. Wholesale, if your buy price is exclusive of VAT, enter that in. And Profit Protector Pro work out the price inclusive of VAT for you. And then you have your European fulfillment option. So if you're part of the EAN EFN European Fulfillment Network, or the PAN program, then you can set that in Profit Protector Pro and toggle that on or off depending on if you are using that program to fulfill your products. You've got some information about the products that you have here. So buy box price, low FBA price, to buy box current price, and then it will estimate your profit ROI and profit margin based on the current price that you're at. So as your current price moves, as it reprices, it will recalculate your profit ROI and profit margin. So you have an idea of what you're going to achieve when you sell the item. Now, locating things and finding things is really easy. There's several sort options in Profit Protector Pro, a very extensive filtering system, so it's very easy to find certain products. And then there are some bulk options as well. So you could literally turn all of your items on for repricing, turn them off, change strategy in bulk, add automations in bulk. I'm going to go through automations in a little while. So yeah, it's really easy to set things in bulk on Profit Protector Pro. So that's the repricing page. I will come back to this to talk about automating min and max prices. You have your dashboard, which gives you an overview of what's going on in your account. So it lets you know about what's going on in your inventory. So any items that need a min-max, any that are at BuyBox price at the lowest price. So you can view that via these boxes, this chart or this linear chart right here. So you can see how that information has fluctuated over time. You've got the Profit Protector Pro Boost, which is basically an indicator of how much Profit Protector Pro is helping you. So anytime that you've made a sale over the original BuyBox price, whether it be by a few pennies, a few pounds, whatever it is, that gets added in here. So you have the 30-day Profit Protector Pro Boost figures, that additional profit that Profit Protector Pro has helped generate over the course of 30 days and for all time, so you can see how much it's actually helping you. And you have a brief overview of your recent sales and orders via this chart and this chart right here. The activity page is literally everything that's going on within your Profit Protector Pro account. So every single update is like a live overall data log for everything that's going on in your account. You've got the bulk inventory page. So basically you can download your inventory into a spreadsheet and change factors about it on the spreadsheet. So let's go ahead and open one up. So this is what a spreadsheet looks like. You can literally amend details like add automations, change prices, change strategies and so forth, all within the spreadsheet. Literally save that sheet and upload it to Profit Protector Pro, and it will apply those changes. You can download your full inventory, just what's in stock, or you can do an inventory by filter. So if there's only a certain range of products that you want to edit this way, then you can do that. So that's the bulk inventory section. You can make your own custom strategies within Profit Protector Pro as well. So if there's something specific you want to do when repricing, you can build your own strategy. So you can choose what fulfillment method. So it could be FBA, what condition. So there's all used ones here, all conditions new, so whatever that may be. Then it's going to ask you a series of questions. So what Profit Protector Pro should do in certain scenarios. So when there is no buy box and there are other sellers, I might want it to go to minimum price. No buy box, no other sellers, I might then go to max. There is a buy box and there are other sellers of the fulfillment method and condition. I might go a penny under the buy box. If there is a buy box and no other sellers, I might then match the buy box. You have the buy box, what you want to do. I might then hand it over to one of the pre-built strategies. Then it goes into automations, but we'll do automations in a moment. So this is this strategy. So there we go. So I've just made a new strategy in Profit Protector Pro, switch that on. Then I can apply that from the strategy drop-down list on any item. You've got automations. Now I love this because it's kind of like a plan B, or if a certain scenario occurs, Profit Protector Pro will take action based on what you've set, instead of you having to remember to analyze that aspect of the item, then come back and manually change it yourself. So tap new automation, choose whichever view you prefer. Then there's a list of scenarios in here. So it could be, there's a bunch in there. So if a certain person is present on the listing, stock age, if the buy box goes below your minimum, above maximum, if no sales have occurred for a certain amount of time, when stock falls below, when seller numbers increase or decrease too. So it could be that no sales have occurred for, say, 3 days. It might be that I'm using a profit focused strategy, but I might then get it to switch to an aggressive strategy to try and get me some sales. I can add another condition if I want to. You can add as many conditions as you like. So you choose the scenario, then the action, and it will perform that if and only if that scenario occurs. When the scenario is no longer a thing, it will switch back to the original settings that you had. So you don't have to actually go ahead and change anything in Profit Protector Pro. It literally handles everything for you, when you've got the automation set up. So it's a really, really powerful aspect of Profit Protector Pro. We then have our report section. So this is actually, at the time of recording this, new to Profit Protector Pro. We're always looking to innovate and add new things into Profit Protector Pro, whether it be little tweaks or whole new features like this one. You can basically download reports to understand your sales, orders, and your sort of like top performing products. So you've got a top selling report, so a report to show the sales and orders from the last week compared to this week on the top selling products. where there's been an increase in sales, where there's been a decrease in sales, and items that haven't been sold in the last 30 days. So it gives you a real good in-depth understanding of your inventory, what's going on with it, how sales have been going, and what you might need to do to, try and encourage more sales. So it could be that you download a not sold within the last 30 days report. It could be that they're all on a certain strategy. It could be actually that their minimum price is above the buy box, so you need to change the minimum price to go below the buy box. That way it's accommodating for that, and Profit Protector Pro can reprice effectively. So this report section is really, really useful. Now let's go into the settings. So these are kind of like preferences. So obviously this isn't a preference, you need to turn on all of the marketplaces that you're selling in. You can change the preference order of how they'll appear on your listings. You can set a default repricing strategy. So when you use the set all to default on the repricing page, it'll be whatever you've applied as your default in here. Default marketplace. When you analyze the BuyBox Pro, you can get it to fill in the sell price field with either the current price of your item or the BuyBox price. You can set preferences, like if you predominantly have products that would have the retail price or wholesale, so whichever one that is. MF shipping, so how you want it to handle merchant fulfilled shipping. So when you're using a merchant fulfilled repricing strategy, it will take this into account. So if you're using migrated shipping plan, and you want it to include this within your include your shipping within your minimum, you set this to use migrated shipping plan. So for example, if your minimum is set to $10 and your shipping plan is set to $2, Profit Protector Pro will potentially sell your product for $8, and then the $2 shipping will take the total to $10. If you want it to exclude shipping from your minimum and to assume a zero shipping cost, please select use free shipping on the toggle. Using the same example above, Profit Protector Pro will not sell your product for less than $10, as it will always assume $0 shipping. You've got Seller Central Inventory Sync right here, so it's kind of like an automated cleaning bot. So if you remove something from Amazon, it won't remove from Profit Protector Pro, because it might be that you replenish that product at a later date or something like that. But if you so you'd have to delete it in Amazon and in Profit Protector Pro. But if you want it to do it for you, you can literally turn this on. And if a product has been inactive for 24 hours, it will hide it. And then if it remains inactive for 30 days, it will then remove it completely from Profit Protector Pro. So as I say, it's like an automated cleaning bot to keep your inventory relevant and up to date. This is where you can set your European marketplace preference settings. This is sleep mode. So it's kind of like, I describe it as when you play Mario Kart and you get them boxes with a question mark on that gives you a power. It's kind of like a little power that's completely optional. So when you set sleep mode on your Profit Protector Pro, between times that you specify, so it could be when you actually go to sleep or just a time when sales slow down for you a little bit, you can then get Profit Protector Pro to move everything to your max price, in the hopes that this convinces other sellers on the listing, anyone else with a repricer, to move up in price with you. So when you exit sleep mode, hopefully the overall pricing on the listing has moved up, making it easier to win the buy box and make sales at a much higher price. So test it out, see how it works for you. You can get it to include buy box winners. That's optional. It depends if you want to potentially move the buy box up to max, and see how that works for you. And then you have a global ignore merchants function right here. So if there's a merchant who you just don't want to compete with on literally all of your listings, if they're on multiple listings, you can add their ID in here, add them, and it will ignore that merchant on all of your listings. You then have the calculation settings. So before we go into that, you have the break-even fee section for all marketplaces, or you can set it differently for individual marketplaces, where you can account for things like prep fees, bundle fees, extra fees, VAT statuses, grocery VAT, shipping costs. If you're exempt on referral or FBA fees, paying the VAT. ROI method, you can set all of that here. Here's the different ROI methods. If you're not sure about which one you want to use, method 1 is the most basic way to work out ROI. We recommend method 4 for if you're in the UK, because it takes a lot more into account, including Amazon fees, so therefore it's a lot more accurate. Method 5 we recommend for if you're in the US, because again there's a lot more taken into account there, and it's all VAT exclusive. So set all of this, save those changes. And then there is also a way that Profit Protector Pro can work out your minimum and maximum prices for you. So you can base the sums on any element: buy box, break even, ROI, or profit margin. plus or minus a certain percentage. So I want my minimum price to be 10% above my break even. So that's what that is. Then I can leave it at that, or I can do or at least or and at least. So or at least and at least plus or minus a certain amount. So if I had it like this and I put in £1, my break even will be 10% above and a pound above as well. If I do or at least, it will do one or the other based on what condition is best to do on that listing. So just do one or the other. Maybe this one wouldn't be so work out so hot, so it'll do this one instead. So those are the different conditions. So you set it up however you want. You can set it differently for minimum and maximum and between the different marketplaces. Save the changes. You can apply the rules to everything in your inventory or just wherever it is that you see an automate button. So for example, automate break even and min max on just this one listing. If I was selling this item in multiple marketplaces, I can have it work it out for all of them on this listing. So automate break even and min max, it will go ahead and calculate that for us. It's important that we have a buy price in there, so that way you can work out the break even. Obviously we've got everything in our break even fees. It's worked out the break even, our minimum price and maximum price. So it works out for us. Anywhere that we see an automate button, we can go ahead and apply it. So yeah, it's a real quick way of working out our min-max prices for us. So between that and setting strategies in bulk here, we can get everything set up really, really quickly, turning things on for repricing, and it will work straight away. This is the Profit Protector Pro Chrome extension. So this is part of your Profit Protector Pro subscription. It's a way that you can get your items set up for repricing in advance. So say if I found this item and I want to go ahead with it, all I do is add the buy price, add in my minimum, maximum price, whatever that may be, 16 and 24, whatever that may be, buy price 4, set my strategy. I could automate my break even and min max here as well. Set it FBA, FBM, toggle on PAN or EFM, whatever it is I've set. I can go and check my settings here. Tap Save in Profit Protector Pro and it'll add this item directly to your Profit Protector Pro account. And all it will then do is just grab the SKU from Amazon as soon as possible and start repricing straight away. You don't have to turn it on for repricing. It will just do it automatically. So instead of you adding an item to Seller Central, waiting for it to sync into Amazon, then whenever it is that you get around to setting up for repricing in Profit Protector Pro, then turn it on. That could be hours of repricing time lost. Whereas if you do it this way, it's already in there. Everything's already set up because you've done it in here at the same time as you've analyzed a product even. And then as soon as it gets a SKU, it will turn on for repricing straight away. So it gets you repricing a whole lot sooner. Therefore, you can get that buy box sooner and make profit sooner. So it's a really powerful bit of kit. There's multiple help resources available for you within the software. So there's training videos, questions, a walkthrough, so you'll never be stuck with it. If you have any questions about it, then obviously you can consult the Profit Protector Pro YouTube channel, TikTok channel, reach out to the 24/7 support team via info@profitprotectorpro.com or the live chat on the website. I very quickly just wanted to go over the pricing plans. So the main difference between the 3 plans that are available are the amount of listings that you can actively have repricing and apply strategies to. So it's either 1,000, 5,000 or 10,000. So it just depends on how big your inventory is. There's monthly and annual plans. So yeah, the big difference is 1,000, 5,000, 10,000. You can upgrade at any time and you get grandfathered into the price. So basically if you sign up for this price, even if prices go up on this plan in the future, because you have stuck with Profit Protector Pro, you get to keep this plan at this price. So joining Profit Protector Pro is an absolute no-brainer. It really is such a powerful tool. The strategies in there are amazing. The functions in there to automate the whole repricing aspect of your business is amazing. It means that you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to check your phone all the time. You can actually clock off of work and not worry because Profit Protector Pro will handle everything for you. And you'll be able to check how much it's helping you over in Profit Protector Pro's dashboard. So that's Profit Protector Pro. Thank you for watching and I'll catch you soon.